Hey, this is Ben Glenn, building success brick by brick, coming to you with another helpful tip. Tip number 13, think before you tweet. You know, this truly is an amazing device. The fact that we can actually talk on cell phones and I can send out messages to let people know that, hey, my dog had a great, healthy breakfast this morning, my left shoe. Growing up, I never thought in my wildest dreams that we would have this type of alien technology. What in the world is an 8-track? Part of growing up, I believe there's a process that a young person goes through where they learn what's appropriate to say to somebody and what's not appropriate to say to somebody. For example, my daughter and I, we were at Target and there was a woman running the cashier who had several burns on her face. Apparently was in a tragic accident, and my daughter said very loud, "I don't want to be in this line. She scares me. Look at her face." It was a very innocent thing that she said. However, I had to sit down with her and teach her that though sometimes we may have certain things come to our mind that are critical of others, sometimes those things don't need to be said. Thus beginning the process for my daughter to think before she speaks. And it'll be a lifelong process, as we all know. You know, when I was a kid growing up, if I had a critical thought about an individual and I felt compelled to say that critical thing to that individual, I had to go up to them, look them in the face, and I had to say, "UGLY. You ain't got no alibi, you ugly." Having to do that face to face, I had the ability to see their instant response. I was able to see that pain and hurt that I caused them by saying those hurtful words, which then helped me to consider the fact that maybe this wasn't something I should have said. The problem now is that we have the ability to use this device to send out those critical, hurtful comments. We can text it, we can tweet it, we can Facebook it, and what happens is we miss out on the opportunity to see the response, to see the hurt, so that we have that chance to consider, maybe this isn't something I should have said. Maybe this is something that I should not have tweeted. Believe me, when you post something hurtful, when you tweet some type of critical comment towards another individual, you may not see that hurt and pain from what you've said on the face of that individual the next day. Because most times people, they try to protect themselves. But I guarantee you on the inside, that person is hurting. And you caused that hurt. If you impulsively post something before thinking, you have just handed out a record of something that as soon as you sent it, you regret it. So my building success brick by brick tip for you today is this: keep those thumbs under control. Remember that when you post something out on the internet, it's out there forever, and that's a long time to have something float around that you regret saying. Remember that the golden rule doesn't just apply to what you say, but it should also apply to what you text, what you post, what you tweet. Hey, this is Ben Glenn, and as always, love, peace, and hair grease, reminding you to keep on building. God bless.